For the drunkers to die.
Yeah, that's how it's gonna start. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Trunker Podcast.
Or the drunkers to die.
You gonna do that every time you open your mouth? Alright, so Godzilla, or GPTV, as it now is, Some Naughty Spud, and Tyran94 here. Two of us changed our names. What are the
I'm
chances?
still the same, baby.
Yeah, you already did your YT
Actually, you were
removal.
Somebody Spud YT. You changed it to Somebody Spud.
That was a while ago, though. It's okay.
Yeah, you already did that. You should have waited till the new year like all of us. You could have
My
been
bad.
cool like that.
Yeah,
My
you're not
bad.
special.
So we were all new people for the
Actually,
podcast.
I am special.
Oh, you are.
Yeah.
You are.
Well, yeah. Before recording, we had to get you in your chair.
Oh, that was loud. That was loud. Alright, everyone. This is a very special episode of the Trigger Podcast. Well, they always are. But it's a very special episode. Because
so
we
special?
all did something. We all did a little
We
bit of a
watched-
special thing.
We watched Hip Super Dude in the movies.
We sure did.
Hip Super Dude.
We all went and saw Shin Ultraman
Hip
In-
Super Dude.
in theater.
See, I watched Puss in Boots 2: The Last Wish.
You know what? I didn't ask.
As you see how he treats us on the podcast, he's not very nice. I think we should
Tyranny. This is the
we should
dictator.
remove him and then
Stop it.
he can let
Stop!
us
Stop!
cook.
Stop! Let me speak.
He can
Let me
us
speak.
cook.
Let
Oh my
me
god,
spread
just
the
like
good
the stream.
He can let us cook.
You are never cooking.
My bad.
Never cooking. I'll let you
I mean,
cook about Shin
the
Ultraman.
Trunker
and that is it.
podcast. On the Trunker podcast, I think we have free range to cook.
We can cook on the Chunker podcast.
You sure can.
Just
But
like
I'm
we're
not
gonna
gonna
cook
let you.
about Shin Ultraman.
But yeah, we all saw Shin Ultraman in theaters, in United States theaters, separately in our respective states, which
Yup.
is just insane. Dude, just, can you believe that?
Missed out on Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla, but I got here.
Yeah, because you're a
Oh
loser.
yeah, you did.
Well, I mean, I was kind of busy that day.
I
I
was
think we probably
busy.
shouldn't have been busy that day. I think.
I was
It
busy
appeared
that day
schedule.
too, but I still squeezed it in. Bruh. I think it's about time. We crack into this. We
Yeah.
dive in this big pool of Ultraman.
It is Shin Ultraman.
So, we thinking we're gonna go like this, like a play by play, or what are we doing?
Yeah, I said we
Okay.
do a play-by-play. Just kind of.
So I think we should give a warning for spoilers.
Spoiler
Oh, yeah.
warning: if you haven't seen Shin Ultraman,
And if you
It's
haven't
out of
seen Shin
theaters.
Ultraman, what are
You're
you
dumb.
doing? What is wrong with you?
Nerd.
How
You're
did you like? Where do you live? What tiny island in the Pacific do you live on? To have not seen it yet? And if that's the case, why have you not pirated it yet? Like, what's going on?
yeah, we pirated it.
Yeah,
I
I
did
pirated
not
it, but I
actually.
didn't watch it until I saw it in
I was
theaters.
a respectable citizen. I did not pirate it.
Yeah,
I pirate stuff all the time.
you sure did.
Soap today for life, baby.
All right, but yeah, let's just. So,
Let's just jump into
how are we gonna start? Are we gonna say January
Start off with the
2021 when I first saw that trailer for Shin Ultraman? I was roped in. I was hyped for the movie. Yeah, think about that. 2 years it took us to see this movie from the first trailer. That's how long we've been like waiting for this.
When I first saw the trailer, I was pooping.
I know.
I
When I first saw the
on
trailer-
toilet.
Oh.
But
When I first saw the trailer, I was recovering from my non-liking kaiju phase because I just kind of like dropped out of it for a little
Oh,
bit, and
you
then
were
I
having
came
a little
back
bit
to
of a
it.
quirky phase. You were getting a
Then
little
I came back,
quirky.
and then yeah, and then I came back to it. I was into Godzilla, but I had yet to get back to Ultraman. So watching that trailer, I was like, oh, okay, cool.
I was like, oh, there he is.
That shot that you can probably put this on screen. The GIF that Tyron just
Oh
sent.
my god. It's the shot everyone's seen before where he stands up in front of the.
That's not in the movie.
Yeah.
In the movie, it's
Well,
covered
it
in
is,
dust.
but it's not.
Well, yeah,
It doesn't look like
same.
that.
Yeah,
I didn't notice that. Yeah, it's edited.
Yeah.
the
It's
electricity
A
towers in
type,
the way,
and he's all silver, and it's
and
smoky because he
he's
was
smoky.
smoking
That
that.
I don't think that electricity tower is there.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Uh huh.
I don't remember it being there.
I think it's more like destroyed, maybe.
No, I'm pretty darn sure it's there.
I remember it being taller.
I don't.
I don't know.
I don't think it was
That's what I
changed
remember.
that much.
Might just be there.
You know, I could probably check right now. Cause
Pull it up right now.
yeah, I'll whip it out.
Oh my god, bro! You did not.
What? Ultraman. Ultraman.
You say we can't cook, but then you. But the second you cook,
That's not cooking. I'm just telling you about Ultraman.
that was a microwaving. You just microwaved it.
Yeah.
There's a slight heating.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, let's find out, guys. Is it in the movie? I'm looking. I'm looking. It is. And
I was
I believe you are right. No, you're wrong. The only difference is it's smoky and it's A-type.
Send like a. You can put them side to side. Send a snapshot here. In the
Send
chat.
it Snapchat? You make me
Snapshot,
whip out
brother.
Screenshot.
Snapshot.
Snapchat?
Snap.
I know,
Shot.
I know.
Bruh.
Mm-mm-mm. You know what? He might. No, yeah, it's the same.
I think. Okay, so we start off the movie. While you're doing that, I think we'll just talk about like.
But they're right there.
Okay, my bad. Okay, well, in the movie, we start out with Ultra Q.
No, we're not
Although
even
I
gonna talk
don't
about
know.
like walking into the theater.
Okay, my bad.
So,
Okay, so I walked into the theater and I sat down. All right, let's start the movie.
No. So I had a whole situation where I was supposed to see a 7 o'clock showing
yeah.
of the sub. We all saw the subtitles. Or no, you saw the dub, right?
I saw the subtitles.
Oh, so we all saw subtitles.
Yeah, we all went on. We all
Okay.
went on Wednesday.
Yeah. So, I was supposed to see the 7 o'clock showing, and I was under the assumption that there was only one showing a day, and there was a situation where one of our cars broke down, and there was a chance I was not going to be able to see the movie that day, or so I thought. But there was in fact an 8:05 showing, so somehow my town was able to have two showings in one day. I don't know if that was like for everyone. I haven't heard anyone else who went to the 8:05 showing. But yet here I am.
Yeah.
And so I can't really judge about the amount of people there because obviously I saw the second showing.
Yeah.
There weren't too many people in my theater. It was just a bunch of old people, kind of like scattered about. Probably
Like how it was in Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla.
Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, there's a lot of old people, but there were still like kids. This is
I saw mostly like older people and nerds.
yeah.
No,
it was
wait,
all-
was that? I had a surprising like. There was a good amount of diversity in my. There was a daughter and a dad. There was a son.
Was she
but the
hot?
son
or was she a
hated.
kid?
She was like 12.
Okay. See, I clarified. I said it Or was she a kid? Like, I made sure to throw in the distinction.
And, there was like two like younger like hip looking dudes. They had like full on pajamas on. Like they were
What?
like like the cap, like like the hat with like the ball on the end, and like the stripes and the blue pajama and like the blue pajamas with the white stripes.
Yeah, they were wearing
That's
that.
that's basically what they were wearing without the hat. They were both wearing the same thing.
Well, huh? I
There
don't
was
even
a
know what
dad.
to say to that.
Yeah, I didn't know either. There was a dad and a daughter. No, I already said that. There was a son and a dad. Before the movie started, the son put a picture on his. I saw. I was looking down because they were in the seat like right below us, and I saw on his phone he posted a picture of it on his story, and he was like, I could barely see what he captioned it, but it was like about to watch a childhood memory. So that kind of made me feel good inside.
Nice.
Wow. See, I could have had those warm feelings too if I didn't go to the later showing. And look at
Oh,
some
there
like
was, like-
old guy who could hardly walk hobble up the stairs.
Yeah, there was some fat dude, some fat old guy that laughed at it. That laughed at a lot of the.
Was it like a big belly Santa laugh? Oh, oh, oh.
No, it was like a like a David laugh. Love you, David. No homo.
Better sneaking at home, no homo.
Yeah, so when I sat down in my theater, I was greeted with the terrifying jump scare of Koichi Sakamoto appearing on the theater screen. I freaked out, snapped a picture, and
I don't know.
yeah.
Maybe that was just an 805 showing thing. Like they only had Higuchi and then the actor for Ultraman.
Well, yeah, they had that
Right.
for me, of course, too. But
Yeah, but they just showed to.
yeah, it was Connection,
Sakamoto.
Ultraman Connection ads.
Sorry, did you see any? Did you see Sakamoto?
No, I went to the movie theater late.
Oh, you got there late.
Yeah.
You
Bro.
got to Shin Ultraman late?
Listen, I got
You
there,
need to
like,
get your priorities
Yeah, the
straight,
movie
young
started
man.
at 7:15. I got there like 7:25, and the movie had already started, and Narunga was fucking shit up.
You missed the
started
Ultra Q
exactly
part?
It started exactly at 7:15. They never do that, and they started exactly at 7:15.
Yeah, because it's a Fathom event. There's no trailers.
There were trailers for me.
Well, there shouldn't have been.
There were trailers for other Fathom events.
Oh yeah, well that happened. But that was
Like
that
animated
was
movies.
beforehand. That wasn't like, it wasn't like movie trailers. It's like when you go to the movies before they play the actual trailers, they'll play the Fathom event trailers. Because the normal trailers start at the time they give you.
It's okay, Tyra. And by the time, you can probably find it on YouTube. Ultra Q stuff.
I already saw it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, speaking of the Ultra Q segment, we should talk about that.
Shin Godzilla! Holy crap,
Shin
guys!
Godzilla.
That's awesome.
I think it was.
I love
I think
that
it was
they did
pretty
that.
cool. I like how before any of us saw the movie, it was spoiled for us.
Everything got
Remember?
spoiled for me.
Yeah.
We were just in a call, and I think the designs for. I think it's like David's like,
Everything got
"Is this
sent.
the art book?" And then he just sends pictures of Zoffy, Zeton, Gomez.
I might have been the one to send it, I'm not sure. Or no,
One,
I
he
remember
sent it
someone
and then I
sent
sent
me-
more or something
I
like
remember
that.
someone sent me. Yeah.
I don't remember, but it was all like. I remember. We'll talk about Zoffy later. Talk about Zeton later. Talk about all that later. But now we're talking
Right,
about
right,
Ultra
yeah.
Q. Gomez, pretty cool that they reused the Godzilla thing.
Very good
Reused
reference.
Godzilla.
Very
And
good
the-
reference.
Yeah,
Very
it's
good
so
reference.
cool. And supposedly there's figures coming out for that, so hype.
For real?
I might get those.
You're telling me
Supposedly.
I can get a mammoth flower action figure?
no mammoth flower. As awesome as that
Pagila.
would be,
I'll go
it's
cry
only
myself to sleep.
Shin Gomez, Shin Pigila, and Shin Pigus.
I'll go
I
cry myself to sleep.
might get. I wouldn't get Pagos.
I'd get all three of them. Pegula's the most
I'd
hype.
I'd get all three of them.
Pegula would be terrifying.
Yeah.
Show the picture of
Oh, like,
Pegula
yeah,
with
yeah,
the
yeah,
eyes.
yeah,
on
yeah.
screen.
Pegula is creepy.
That thing is.
I'm
I
so
would.
impressed with how creepy it looks.
Oh yeah. People are like. I've heard people say how like the Shin Godzilla's design is creepy, but none of the designs in Shin Ultraman are really that creepy. I disagree. I've
Yeah,
heard people say that.
Shin Pegula is haunting.
Shin Pegula is terrifying.
And I love it. It's so impressive.
Yeah, it's just a cold, dead-eyed stare. They did a really good job with. And like the wings, he doesn't have wings. He just has like long arms, and then
It
there's
just
like
looks,
yeah.
just looks so
I
creepy.
cannot wait for that figure.
Oh my god, it's gonna look.
They should have put him in Decker instead of Chandora.
Bro.
Yeah.
Shin Pegula or Pegula?
I said Pegula.
Pegula was in Z.
You and I.
So
Yeah, I know.
That's fine. Yeah.
he was also in one of the Ultra Galaxy fights, so they got good use out of him. It's
Yeah.
just such a simple. They could probably just put the suit back
I
the
wanna
way it was
see-
pretty easily.
I want to see Shandora versus Pegula.
Pegula would win.
Pegula has.
I still want to see it.
Well, I mean,
Pegula
maybe
would
We haven't
annihilate Chandlar.
We haven't seen Shandora do anything.
Yeah, because he's so weak.
I forgot. Wait, no, I mean he died to Red King.
Yeah, and he died. Got shellacked.
Oh, did he? Okay. I misremembered that. Yeah, he's dead. Yeah, he's. not
It'd
survived.
still be a cool looking fight. Come on.
Oh, yeah, Firebird.
Would it?
died.
It'd just be fire, ice, and Pegula freezes him and he dies. That's all it'd be.
I mean, we don't want to see
I want
that.
to see. Going off topic for a small second.
Chandler is supposed to be Pegula's runt cousin. Like that's what he's supposed to be
Bruh.
in canon.
Bruh.
Like the original one could not fly. Like he was just a stupid version of Pegula.
Going off topic for a second. I think it would be really cool to have two Ultramen based off of fire and ice. We've had, like,
Fire and water.
yeah, but I want fire and ice.
That'd be cool. We need. Is there? Well,
Instead of being like.
I guess the reason there hasn't been any Ice Ultraman is because like ice is Ultraman's one weakness.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Well, I guess not anymore, according to the Destined Crossroad.
What did the Destined Crossroad do?
They were on an ice planet and completely fine.
Oh yeah. I don't know.
Sakamoto moment.
Sakamoto.
Sakamoto.
So, after this whole montage, Pagos is a pretty L design. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I think it's fine because it makes sense in context of the story.
Yeah, but I don't know. They could have done him. Put Gabor's head on.
You're just a hater.
Yeah, I
You're
agree.
a hater.
How about-
Hater.
They could have made slight changes. They could have changed the colors. They literally just took Gabor's head and put it on Naranga's body. They could have like made the back scales like gray or something, and gave him
brown.
horns. They could have given him horns.
They could have.
Yeah, but they just took. Yeah, they could have made it a little bit different. Like they could have kept the head just like.
They could
altered,
have just
you know what I mean?
made him brown. I think that would have been fine.
Like making him brown would have just been perfect.
And he does have
Or-
horns on him.
Does he?
Yeah.
No, I
Three
haven't
little
seen any in
horns
that
on the
picture.
front of his head.
I can barely see it in that picture.
Well, yeah, because that picture's so tiny.
I don't know. It's like the first thing I say is when looking up Shin Pagos.
So, after that happens, Naranga is just he's destroying everything, right? He's going through this village, blowing everything.
It's just
want to say real
beautiful
quick-
cinematography.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But I want to see real quick. The Naranga design is peak.
Oh yeah.
It's
All the
beautiful.
designs in this movie are peak.
Like here, I don't know. It's just.
I think personally, Gabora is probably the best update.
I like
Mm.
Gabora.
Wara's.
We'll talk about it later, but like his like tail things that he just
Yes. Naranga and
like.
Gabora are definitely the
Mhm.
best updates.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
no doubt.
Naranga looks so cool. I love Naranga so much.
Uh huh. If you made it those back plates orange, you could probably just make a Zambolar real quick. The back plates on Naranga look like Zambolar.
They
Mm.
do. I love how thick they are on the Shin design.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good. But
Love his
yeah,
face.
actually, you know what?
Mm.
I got a few things within the whole Naranga sequence that I want to bring up. So the
But
first thing I noticed in the movie that kind of bugged me. There's two things that kind of bugged me throughout the whole movie that just start in the Naranga sequence. And that is just the choppiness of the editing is the first one. The choppiness of the editing would be fine. This is only a problem with seeing it with subtitles because the choppiness of the editing and then trying to read the subtitles just hurt my eyes so much.
That's
It was
true.
like it
Yeah.
was so hard since the dialogue is so fast. It was like flash subtitle, flash subtitle, flash subtitle. It just hurt my eyes trying to figure out what was going on in the scene, read the subtitles. At certain points in the movie, I just had to give up reading the subtitles because I couldn't do it. Like it was hurting my eyes too much. It was going too fast. I couldn't tell what was going on in the scene, which is unfortunate. I feel like I kind of wish I saw the dub instead because like that would have eliminated the issue completely. And then the other issue I have is with the soundtrack. Now, this isn't an all around issue. It's only an issue with certain scenes. And it's the fact that they used the original tracks from Ultraman, like they weren't updated at all. It was just the original tracks. And while it was really cool in certain scenes, like there was a shot of Naranga like walking away from some rubble.
um,
That was awesome.
Mm. Yes, he was
And
good.
the music over that part was great. But there was other parts where like people were talking and it did not match that like it clashed with like the crisp audio of the people talking and just it made it sound like overall pretty rough. And kind of jumping ahead a little bit, we'll obviously jump back to Naranga for you guys to talk about it. But on
Yeah.
this topic, early morning in Tokyo in this movie did not do it for me. It was like it was too loud over the sequence or something. Like it didn't fit the scene it was in. It was like too loud or something like that. I don't know. But I kind of had issues just with like the reused tracks in Early Morning in Tokyo, just with it not fitting in the movie. That's my rant.
Well, there you go.
I don't know if you guys felt the same at all, but
I mean, I could going back to your point about the subtitles. I could read the subtitles just fine.
Granted, it was pretty fast, but I don't know. I was able to read them.
yeah, I don't know. It was I was having trouble with it. And I don't know what you guys think about the soundtrack part, but yeah.
I didn't mind it. They
Yeah,
very
I agree. I didn't really mind it.
very rarely. It's only really in the beginning that they play original tracks.
Well, yeah, that's what I was
Because
saying.
then
That's why I brought it up now.
Yeah.
Okay. Cause like yeah, after the Naranga fight, excuse me, after the Naranga fight, they barely play tracks like that.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
just use the new ones.
Yeah.
And that's why
After this,
I kind of wish that they used like only new versions. Like I get why they use the old ones, but it clashed with the audio. I felt like.
I think. Oh, okay. So, Taryn, do you have anything else to say about this?
The comment when GPT said, I don't know. I wouldn't really mind. I didn't really mind the old and the new. Like, I wouldn't really care if they just use the new versions or they, But I can go either or.
Gotcha. I mean, the reason I say that is because there were unused new tracks. So I'm just like, why not use the new one? Because it sounds so much cooler and better.
Yeah, that's fair.
And it
That's
would
fair.
fit a lot better with the scene, if anything. I don't know. It's just
Okay,
a little
that is
gripe.
fair. Though.
It's not like it's something that stops my enjoyment of the movie. It's just something I noticed.
Hmm.
Well, Early Morning of Tokyo did kind of bother me. Like, that one sounded so out of place.
So after Naranga's rampaging, he's like showing stuff. They send missiles, and it's a kaiju movie. If it worked, it would be entertaining. So he blows them up with the electricity,
Yeah.
and kaboom! The big boy's here.
Ultraman! I love how quick he showed up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I like how even though they're far away, like they're little like
Yes,
mountain
the
base, they're
shockwave.
far away, but the shockwave just still shakes the place.
Hmm.
It really gives you like an emphasis on how powerful he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was pretty powerful in this movie.
And how the other basically he just makes short work of Naranga.
Yeah.
He just
Yeah, I think.
absolutely tanks the electricity
Hmm.
Yeah.
and then just blows him to kingdom come.
Yeah,
I-
I think that was the best way to introduce Ultraman in the movie.
Oh, yeah.
He goes
Like-
right through the mountain.
It's just like
Was-
electricity does nothing. He's like, here's my beam. Boom!
I just think it was a perfect way to introduce him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the way they like hold on him, as you could see like the plasma in the air after his beam fired, that was so cool.
Yeah.
Like the distortions.
Yeah.
And like they really build Ultraman up as an alien, especially in this scene. And I love
Yeah.
that. I love when Ultraman is portrayed as less of an
Or
Ultraman, like a super dude, and more of
like
an
being.
alien. Like he's like any other alien in the show, except he's the hero, kind of situation.
Yeah. I like how the beam is hand drawn, just like
Exactly.
the original film.
We've seen Ultraman's beam updated with modern special effects so many times. Seeing it done like this is just, it was the right choice.
So after this, Ultraman flies away. People are trying to like, what was that?
By the way, the shot of him flying away, where it was like breaking the
Oh,
sound
yeah,
barrier
like-
with the like the air around him, that looked so good.
And they use like a new updated CGI version of the flying model.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. So this is right about the time when the Early Morning in Tokyo comes in. It's the new lady.
I
To the
liked that
SS
scene, but the audio ruined it.
Yeah. We're just following her the back of her head.
It's a good way to
Uh,
show like what the people are thinking.
Yeah. And it's like kids talking about the monsters and like,
Yeah.
oh, the monster comes to the city. No, what? No. The monster's
What are
in
you
bed."
thinking, you idiot?
Yeah. So this lady, I don't remember her name. I'm gonna call her Smelly Lady though. We'll get to that later in the movie.
What?
Later
Yeah.
later in the episode.
Right.
I guess right now while we're at this scene, we should talk about the rest of the team.
I like the team.
they're
Obviously, they
cool.
don't
Yeah, they
hold a
were-
candle to the original SSSP,
Oh, never.
but I think they made him quirky enough and memorable enough for a movie like this. That was
So we got
the best they could do.
Smelly Lady, who is
The buddy.
is like a I don't want. She's not really a new recruit. She comes on to help with Ultraman and then kind of just stays there.
She's newly recruited to the SSSP, but she's experienced in the field.
There's the captain who he seems chill.
I love that actor. He was Kamen Rider Black Sun. in Kamen Rider Black Sun.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I love his actor.
So, and then there's Smart Lady.
Nerd.
Nerd. She's a
Yes,
loud
I
nerd.
am a nerd.
She's yes, I am a nerd. Um. She's the quirky one. She
She's
eats
so
a lot
quirky.
when she's nervous, and she has a
Oh,
bad
big
word.
ears.
She says bad words.
Yeah, this movie was funny. This was a funny movie.
This is a comedic movie. This is nothing. This is not like Shin Godzilla.
And I love it.
Yeah.
And then there's the guy.
Yeah. Very
Guy.
smart young
You know,
boy.
typical. You know, got his big old PC. With its
He's a
dual
gamer.
monitor.
He's a
Discord
gamer.
mod.
He
Yeah.
like
You know, he's the geek. She's the nerd. He's the geek.
they call him a nerd. They call him like a stereotypical nerd, and then they show like a bunch of like Star Trek, model kits. So big L to anybody who does Star Trek model kits. You're a stereotypical nerd in the eyes of the Shin Ultraman movie.
Like Super Riot Productions.
Yeah. So there's those guys, and who else
And
is
then
there?
The guy, the main
There's
guy.
just Ultraman. Yeah. Kaminai.
What's it?
Who
What?
dies
Kaminai.
instantly, so we don't know anything
Died.
about him.
Saving a kid. We don't know anything about him,
It
but
was
we
a-
know Ultraman.
And he has like one line.
Yeah, he's like, I'll save him.
Like,
That's it.
like,
That's all he
obviously
says.
the kid. Yeah. I mean, there's not really much. I mean, Hayata in the original.
Yeah, I
show
think they
did-
summed Hayata up into one line pretty well.
He's a hero. That's it.
He's Boy Scout, good guy.
Yeah. So we got, just to recap, we got Smelly Lady, Smart Lady, the Captain, Discord Mod, and Ultraman.
Yep.
Does that sound good with you
Ultraman.
guys? That's what we'll call him in the
Perfect
movie.
attack team.
So, after this, what happens?
Gabora.
Yeah, Gabora.
Oh, we just go
Gabora
right into
is here.
Gabora.
You just go, he's digging through the mountains.
Yeah.
He's just destroying everything.
That whole sequence, I love how much of him we saw.
Yeah.
Like where they're
He's- I think-
digging under the water, under the water, under like the farmland.
Yeah.
He's digging under there, and then the stealth bombers are bombing him, and they use like the
They
old
use
sound effects.
original- Yeah.
That
And then
sequence is
The
good.
way he like just flies out of the mountain, and he just kind of like lands and twists a little bit.
Oh, when
You
he
know what
gets
I'm talking
out, yeah.
Yeah, when he comes out of the mountain for the first time, and Ultraman's there, so he's like the same kind of kaiju as
Pagos
Pagos
and
and
Naranka.
and
But they don't really. Did they say that at the time? I guess they said he was similar. They said he was
They-
mostly similar to
Yeah,
Pagos.
they were similar.
there's a line where they're like, "Why are these kaiju all the same? It's like you're just mixing and matching the parts." Good.
Yeah,
Wait, which is
Good
what they
reference, guys.
did back in the
That good reference,
day.
guys. That's yeah.
Magular, where was Magular? That's a no.
Magular, where's Zambolar?
Zambolar was not using that suit.
Was he not? No, he was using what's his name? Gamakujira.
No.
Skydon.
Skydon, yes. No. Skydon was using Gamma Kajira. He used
Skydon was using Gamakujira.
he used
yeah.
a suit. Dang it, now you got me looking it up. Hang on.
Where's Shin Baragon? Where's Shin Baragon at?
What suit did he reuse? Was it Chemular? No.
It might have been Chemular.
No, I
it
gotta
wasn't
know.
Chemular.
Oh, Gavadon. That's what it was.
Okay. Gavadon. So
But yeah, why was Magular not in this? Not even like passing reference. That's an L.
they might save him.
Did my boy dirty. So the whole Gabora fight with Ultraman might be it's tied as my favorite. I
It's
think
my favorite fight. The
It
theme.
was- the song
they-
playing over that is awesome. Just the action is peak. Ultraman just spinning and kicking around or Gabora,
That caught me so off guard.
yeah, kicking
That was
Gabora
so
into the
funny.
air, so cool.
Show the
Funny.
gif of it at that point. Um, th- I'd like to argue my reason for liking this fight the most out of them all. First off, the Naranga fight is not a fight. I couldn't really like, other than the part where, um, like it's fake Ultraman versus Ultraman. There's a lot of flying involved and a lot of beams involved in the Zarab fight. Not a lot of.
Well, I like the flying in that one. It gives like
It's
it's
good
cool. It's
flying.
like a cool weightless like flying around the city
We'll get
craziness
to
that
that.
you don't
We'll get to
usually
that.
get in Ultraman.
And then the Mephiles fight.
Too short.
Too short.
But we'll get there. We'll get
Yeah,
there. Stop spoiling our
we'll get there.
thoughts.
This is just my favorite one. It has like the best choreography with him. Like he tries to keep it away from like the thing, so he has to like hold it from side to side and stuff.
Yeah.
And
Gabora just spinning all over the place with the two tails whipping around. So
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
and the part with the
Yeah.
beam where he does the X and then he just he okay. So the reason I brought up that it's related to Pagos, they can't blow him up because he has like
Radiation.
what? Yeah, they can't blow him up, or else it'd be like a nuclear explosion type deal.
No, it'd just be fallout. Kind of.
What?
It'd contaminate everything in the area.
Oh. Well, okay, yeah, you know what I mean. So the guy
Ultraman
hosting
blocks the
Ultraman.
beam, and that whole sequence is
Yeah, I'm
really
getting to
cool.
that. I'm getting to that.
You're stuttering so much. I'm helping us.
I'm just trying to get my point across.
You're
So
trying. Hard.
Ultraman knows that he can't hit him with the beam. So as Gabora just fires this beam at him, he's tanking it. He's walking over there. He just punches him in the face so hard that he dies.
Shatters
was-
his brain.
Mm.
Yeah.
That shattered my brain because of how cool.
Oh
it
yeah,
was.
that shattered
It's
my brain.
so cool. You can see his head kind of like go in a little bit after.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
he shatters his neck. Yeah.
It's so good.
That was.
Oh, and in this fight, we see him. It's the first time he goes green.
Yes, he
Mhm.
turns green. It's also the first time he's red.
'Cause he
so-
got, yeah, because he got his colors or whatever.
Yeah.
He got his colors.
My grief with the. I know it's a. I don't here, Hayden. Why is he green?
He's
Why-
green
what
to
was the
replace
design
the
choice?
color timer. It's like
I know, but why replace the color timer? None of the fights are longer than 3 minutes.
they replaced the color timer because they wanted to use the original design of Ultraman that got changed when they added the color timer. He was originally not supposed to have the color timer, and they were paying tribute to that.
You can see it. Yeah, I actually kind of noticed this when I was rewatching old episodes. When he transforms, he doesn't have it like in
Yeah.
the red. area.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Found that
he
pretty
was never meant to have it, but they wanted a reason, and the designer didn't like that or something like that, and they were kind of just paying tribute to it because he didn't really need it because now they could like digitally turn him a different color instead of adding a color timer, supposedly like ruining the design. It wasn't the use of it they didn't like; it was the look of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really like it. I mean, the green's a little ugly color. I like. I wish it was
Green
like a pretty darker, but I mean,
Okay.
that's fine with that.
Yeah. While we're talking about design, let's hit up Gabora real quick. Gabora, I like Gabora's design. I like how the things on the back are always like spinning.
Yeah, he's got like drill tails, along with a normal
Yeah.
tail.
I like how the flat like the drill like how it opens up like the inside looks like membrane. It kind of looks like it's a living
Yeah.
like a part of him, not just like
Yeah.
armor.
Amazing
part of it.
update of the original
Yeah.
design.
Yeah, I was looking forward to
And
seeing
actually-
like when his head came up or whatever.
Yeah. I hate to interrupt, but the powered Gabora, I believe, was designed by the same people. So it's cool that they updated him twice and made them both feel fresh. Like the same people did the same design, but still made them feel, while they do seem similar, different enough to the point where they both feel pretty unique in their own right.
Yeah.
But back to what you were saying.
I think I was saying like I was looking forward to the scene when he would like open up his drill and reveal his head. When that scene came, I was not disappointed.
Oh yeah, that's a great shot.
Yes, where he's like roaring at the camera. He looks so creepy too, so it's like bone chilling.
The way he moves when he dies, it's kind of like more like ragdollish.
Yeah, he just slumps over.
Yeah, that's creepy.
It is. It's unsettling. It's just like, oh, animals don't move like that.
Yeah.
It hints at, it teases more the fact that he's a bioweapon.
Yep.
All right, so after
like,
the whole Gabora thing, what comes? Was there anything after that? I guess we see like more building up of Ultraman as Kaminagi's character, and I like how they kind of he's trying to learn how to be a human. And they have him like reading the book.
Oh yeah.
Speed
Like,
read.
and with the smelly girl, like you know how they call each other like buddies and whatnot.
Yeah,
that
and
kinda,
she's
gets
like,
to
"Where is
that.
he? He's failing me."
So at this point, there's a power outage, and we get our first funny movie Shin Ultraman swear moment.
What?
Where the smart, quirky lady goes, "Who did this to that me? I'm going to," and then they bleep it out. "I'm going to beat them." And I'm like, bro. That made the fat old man in my theater laugh very hard.
Did you do his laugh again?
He thought this was very funny.
Yeah, people laughed in my theater at that too. But yeah,
So,
and then Zareb shows up
Zero shows up.
in his
Zareb with
top
his
hat.
trench coat. Yeah, trench coat.
410 Zerub shows up.
Short King.
Short King with his little fedora. He's like, "Hello."
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder what his voice sounded like in the dub. Oh man.
Yeah, I wish I saw that dub. I'm telling you right now, because Mephiles' voice was really good from what I heard. But
Okay,
yeah,
so
Zareb's like he whips out his phone. He's I got the translator app.
Duolingo. I got Duolingo human language. So Zerub is there. He's like, oh, what's the deal that he makes?
He's like, let me just own this world, because I'll leak everything if you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes straight to the prime minister. Is pretty much what happens.
That happens.
And he kidnaps Ultraman.
He does kidnap Ultraman.
But not before leaking his identity.
Leaking his identity. He kidnaps him and throws him in a parking garage, which I guess is closed off because nobody's there for like 2 days. Nobody parks in that parking garage for 2 days.
I don't know. Maybe he. Well, I don't think he was there the whole time. Was he?
Mm.
I don't know, because like fake Ultraman attacks.
Yeah, fake Ultraman attacks.
I wish we saw fake Ultraman destroy the harbor.
Mm-hmm.
He just kind of turns around in flames, and that's all we get.
But that shot of him turning around in flames was cool.
It is cool.
True.
But it's like we saw it in the trailer, so.
And then the battleship.
Yes, them firing at him. He's just standing there. Again, I wish he did something, because like they reveal the coolest shot in the trailer, and all they do is just show him standing there. I mean, it's cool, but it's like, I don't know, give us something. Because like when he's destroying the city, he's just kind of in the background in like a corner.
Yeah.
I guess it's another grievance. I wish we saw a rampage.
I wish there was. Zerub's only in the movie for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, he's hardly in it.
But so he leaks Shin Ultraman's identity. Everybody knows his identity now, which brings problems later that we'll get to.
But Smelly Lady is like, I gotta find this dude. I gotta find Ultraman, because he gave her the beta capsule. He's like, find me. She's
And
like,
she does.
okay.
He finds him in that parking garage.
And she does,
She
yeah.
follows
And
his.
the way she like gets into the parking garage, she just like has a saw with her.
Yeah. It just saws down the door. What's good?
Yeah.
Smelly Lady breaks him free. Ultraman calls her buddy for the first time. And that's a cool moment. And then evil Ultraman, his hand like comes in through the wall and just grabs her.
Jump scare.
And then we get the really cool Ultraman. We get the really cool Ultraman transformation where his hand comes up, grabs
Kaminaga.
grabs the guy, and then he transforms. And then we get revamped shot for shot, same choreography as the
Original Ultraman with awesome music playing, mind you.
Yeah.
This is when the soundtrack gets like, well,
Good.
it was already good with Gabora, I guess.
Yeah, the Gabora fight on.
Yeah.
This is when it starts to get like really good.
Yeah. They fight. I like how every time he hits him,
Yes,
like
the Zera
hard,
like, flickers in and out.
Yeah.
That was cool, yeah.
So Zerub turns back to normal. And
Yeah, I love how when he slams into the building, he's like only in the top. Like the whole building doesn't collapse. He's just kind of sitting on top of it. And then he slides down.
Yeah. When I went to see this movie with my mom, she turned to me and said, "How many people just died?" I mean, like, did they evacuate the city?
I think they
I would hope.
were. The lights weren't on in that building, if I remember right. Or were they?
It could
I
have
don't
been
think I don't think that building was, no.
That's like a unforeseen like what are the casualties of Ultraman things? Because like in New Ultraman now, they never show. I mean, in Decker sometimes they'll be like, "We evacuated the city," but never like show.
Oh
it
no,
at all.
yeah, there were lights on in that building. There were people in there.
Oh boy, yeah, they're dead.
Oops.
Yeah, at the very least, he killed a janitor.
Yeah, and sometimes I remember in the Orb movie they deliberately show people getting crushed by rubble. So they show it every once in a while
Yeah.
in Ultraman, but yeah. In this it was like lights are
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
people are dead.
Oh, dude, I watched the Tiga movie before this. Just a little side tangent. The beginning of that.
Yes, the beginning of the Tika movie is so good.
Well, you're not gonna have any source of. You haven't seen the Tiga movie.
I
But
have not seen the Tika movie.
that whole team, they all die. They're dead. You're right.
Well, it wasn't the team, it was the TPC.
I said I just said that whole team. I just said the team.
Yeah. Well,
With the team. It was
Yeah.
a team.
it was
It's like
it
a-
was a team, but
It's like a
I was
group
just
of 30
clarifying that you didn't mean Guts.
No. So, where were we? We were in Zero.
It just Zerub fight. That fight was awesome. You know the way Zerub
the shot
flies
where
down the building
Ultraman,
or slides down.
the shot where like Ultraman is like 10 feet above the ground. Like, bro, no, probably more than that. Like,
Oh,
30
when he's like
feet above.
sliding
Oh
across.
yeah,
He-
where he,
yeah, he, like,
falls
flies,
and then
like,
he
right
like
above the
catches
tree.
himself. That looked awesome. That was so cool.
Yeah, so he just blows Zerub up. No, he doesn't blow Zerub
He
up.
slices him
He
in
just-
half and then
Yeah, he
Zerub
slices
blows up.
him in two. He shoots him with the Spacium Ray, and then or Spacium 133 as Zerub calls it, or the element. He flies into the air. His legs are wiggling. His arms.
Yeah, he was flapping like paper because he's paper thin.
Yeah, he is paper thin.
Yeah.
He has no back.
Yeah, he's like carved
He's
out.
hollow, yeah.
Yeah, he just flies up and then gets sliced in two, and that's that for that. So, the world now knows who Ultraman is, and a bunch of scenes of the government trying to of different governments trying to like spy on the SSSP,
The CIA.
CIA, and stuff. So they're like outside their window and stuff. Uh, what happens after that, Hayden? You remember?
Big lady.
Oh, big lady,
Big lady.
big smelly lady comes up.
Smelly lady gets big.
Everyone
Big
was
as
laughing
pie.
at that scene.
The people in my theater were cracking up this whole time.
Hooting
She's
and
big.
hollering.
She's big now, and they're like, what is going on, bro? Oh, and because everybody knows who Ultraman is. The guy, he disappeared. He took off. So it's really just right now at this very moment. It's just the captain, the smart lady, and Discord mod, and then the
Hmm.
giant smelly lady, and then Shin Ultraman. It's I don't know where
He's off.
he's
So,
off.
He's off. Yeah, but she's all
So,
big. She's destroying stuff. I love how they get on the building to like parallel the original Ultraman.
yeah, she's being filmed, and then they hear a voice, and he's like, I want to make a deal with you. This is just the power that I have.
He's like,
and that's when they introduced my
get my
favorite character in the movie.
technology.
Yeah. So she falls. She's unconscious, and they cover her in tarp.
And then Mephiles is, they're like, what's going on? We can't like cut her up and chop her up, and all we got is her stink. And then Mephiles shows up. He's like, what's good, guys? Here's my card.
That was a good gang.
What's good, gang?
What's
Buy-
good,
buy
gang?
my
One of my
tech.
favorite things.
And he's like, I love how they make him superior to Zara by like he's got a human form. He's been there the whole time. Like
I
that
like
whole
how he
situation.
calls himself Alien Number 0. So
Yeah,
Zerub's Alien Number 2, Ultraman's Alien Number 1, and
because
he's Alien
Mephiles
Number
was
0.
there the whole time
He awoke all the monsters.
for real.
Yeah. So he's behind all of this. I forget. He used Zerub, but I don't remember how.
No, I don't think he did.
He didn't? I remember him saying something about him using Zerub to like reveal Ultraman's identity or something. I don't know.
I don't think he did anything with Zerub. He just kind of let Zerub do his thing.
So he has this thing called the Beta Box, which can make people big. Big people, big smelly lady, and he's like, okay, so prove it to us. Prove it to you that you're really an alien. He's like, this should be enough. And then the Beta Box comes down, and he's like, but I'll do more. And then he just makes her small again. She crawls out from under the lots of tarp, and
She's like,
He's like-
I'm not even drunk. What am I doing?
people laughed at that a lot.
They said
And-
that's one of my favorite sayings.
Yeah. What happened after that? He's like, he said something about how he'll only give.
I think he like just starts
So you
talking
get
about
a
Ultraman.
drink. It's a drink with Ultraman.
Yeah, well before that they're like on the swing set, aren't they?
Yeah, they're on the swing set.
Yeah, I love how they like show the kids the whole time, and then at one point the kids are gone. They're like, "What's
They're
going
about to get
on?"
arrested, but they teleport away.
Government shows up. Yeah, they teleport away.
I think the lady.
And
thinks
that's when
that
they have the
man
drinks.
betrayed them. And
That's-
that's when they have drinks.
I love.
We
that
missed the whole part
sequence.
before that, where Smelly Lady's searching Google, and she's all over Google.
Oh yeah, she's
For
all over
real?
Google.
That was
She-
like, and then she's upset. He's like, my bad, bro, and he just deletes it all.
Yeah.
I like how they. The part where. The part where he deletes it, they just show him sitting next to a computer at home.
Yeah.
He's kind of
just
chilling, and it's like.
He's not in a flying saucer. He's not in a. He's at his PC.
His hands
Yeah.
too.
His gaming PC. I bet he plays Valorant.
And then they show off his hands. And it's just,
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got the Mephiles hands.
He's got like. He's chilling there. He's like.
His
He deletes
4D
everything.
hands.
He deletes everything, and he. What's he do after? No.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Then the whole
I like.
thing.
I like
about
how
him-
I like how when he's sitting in the chair, he's like below. He's still. Like lowered down to the.
Yeah.
He's low. The
He's
chair
short.
is low down.
He's short.
The chair is short. Zareb's short. The chair is short. Here, if you know what I mean. Just show a shot from it or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh yeah, and he talked with the government. I forgot about that.
He
Oh,
does talk.
yeah. He talked to the
It's
Prime
so much
Minister.
happens with the whole Mephiles part that we're kind of forgetting it.
That's what I wanted to do. That's why I wanted to do 2 videos. Do it justice.
That's not. That would
Because
have
we still
nothing
have
to
all
do
the
with it.
Zeton stuff. We haven't even gotten to Zoffy yet.
We'll get there. Chill out.
Okay, whatever.
But yeah,
So-
so he's talking with Ultraman. I love that sequence where they're in the bar. It's a good sequence.
I like how he's like, can we split the bill?
Yeah. There's good jokes in that one. And then
Oh.
right after that, smelling scene.
Oh no. Yeah, so he's planning to like give the government the beta box in order to like basically rule everything, just as like he's gonna rule everything, just not from he's not gonna like you know what I hear.
He's driving humans into chaos.
So they're about to make a deal, and then Ultraman and the SSP are like, so we're gonna track him down and we're gonna take the beta box. And we're
Ultraman's
like,
like,
how are we gonna track the beta box? Well, anything that the beta box touches, I can track the scent. And we're like, so what's the one thing the beta box? So what's the one thing the beta box has touched here? And then they all look at him. They all look at the girl. And she's like, what? What are you talking about? And then we get to the sniffing scene. It was very uncomfortable watching this movie with my mother.
Oh yeah.
smelly, smelly.
They use Ultraman as a guard dog, and he sniffs the girl
For a long time.
for way
Love
longer. than
Hidekiano.
He should have
Like
just gone.
even after he says that he got the scent, he still continues to smell her.
Yeah, he's like, no, I got your scent. She's like, can you
you
stop?
good?
he's really liking that.
So
But yeah, and then he transforms and goes into the plank brain.
the plank brain. I like how he's about to show the beta box off, and then Zareb had the hand jump scare. Now it's the Ultraman hand jump scare. He comes out from the plank brain. He grabs the thing and he transforms.
Yeah.
And he throws the thing into a helicopter, and they have a net there, and they catch it, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
And he stands there, and then Mephiles is like, he utters the complete opposite. He's like, one of my least favorite sayings.
Yes. I love that whole
That's when
saying
you
thing.
knew shit was going down.
Yeah, that's how you know.
And he and out of body state starts playing. I got giddy. I got giddy in that theater. I was like, it's time. I've been listening to this song for 6 months. It's time.
So we witnessed one of the coolest fights in the movie. Only
Yeah.
second to Gamora.
It is my personal favorite fight in the movie.
This
It is
fight
like-
would have been my favorite if it was longer. Because I think it had the best cinematography and the coolest action, but it was like a minute. And then just a beam clash for the next minute. Like,
Yeah, and then Zoffy shows up, and then he pieces out.
Yeah.
yeah.
But like, I really like the fight because this is the first time in the movie where Ultraman is actually challenged. Because let's be honest, he was
Yeah.
kicking ass the entire movie. It's up to here where he was finally meeting someone, you know.
Right. He met his match.
That's how it was in the original show.
Yeah, except in this one, in the original Ultraman, they were tied. And they left it completely tied. This one, Mephiles was going to win if Zoffy didn't show up.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And Mephiles is like, oh, yeah, Zeton's coming. I gotta get out of here.
I'm out. Bye.
He's like, yeah,
He's
you
like-
could have the...
He's like,
I'll take
you and
the
this
box.
planet are not worth fighting for anymore. I think that's like almost word for word.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, it's gone. It's gone. See ya. You're on your own.
I want to if. Oh, we'll get to that later.
I know what you're thinking. I know exactly what you're thinking.
You want what? What do you think I'm thinking?
Mephiles comes back later.
In the sequel?
Yeah.
I'm thinking he comes back.
But yeah, I really like the location of this fight. I love when they
Like
fight in
the
like industrial
like the
areas.
old
Oh
abandoned
yeah, it was a neat.
So
and
cool.
like he just like throws the he throws the ultra slash and he just kind of
Yeah, the Ultra
briskly
Slash
Knocks him
slashes
away.
everything up. I've always
yeah.
wanted to see that happen.
So Zoffy comes in. He's just kind of hovering there in like the background behind Ultraman, and Mephiles sees him and pieces out. Uh, so they're like, and then we cut to the scene. Human guy is observing the body, and Zoffy's there.
They're having a little
He's like,
chit chat.
basically Zoffy's like, nah, bro, you messed up. We're gonna have to destroy this place now.
Yeah.
He's like, Ultraman, you stupid idiot.
Stupid idiot.
Zetan's coming, my dude.
Yeah, and he just tosses up the little triangle thing.
Yeah.
Goes in, and then it just goes in the space.
Yeah,
And then
we'll
it
talk
just
about
like
it.
tiny little dot, boo, puffs
Yeah.
out like right at the camera.
I like so the whole Zeton transformation. That was crazy. I watched it on like the low quality Google Drive rip the first time. I wish I didn't. Seeing that for the first time in theaters, just high quality right there in front of your face, just being humongous.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
That was the first time I saw it. Was in theater, and that
And then
was.
he goes, and
Mwah.
he utters the famous line, Zeton.
Zeton.
And Hayden, I already told you what my mom said. Right after he says Zeton, the whole theater goes quiet. It's a very tense moment, very quiet moment. My mom turns to my ear and goes, "Did he just say TikTok?" In the loudest voice possible.
Yes, he said TikTok. Cause he's gonna destroy the world, and TikTok
Oh,
is gonna destroy the world. Am I right, guys?
this. That was not the analogy I would have gone for.
But like, that's what people think. That's what they
Okay.
think.
Anyways. So, Zeton's in the sky, and Ultraman. I don't think he thinks he can do anything. And like the Prime Minister, they have a scene where the SSP guy goes like, the Prime Minister isn't gonna tell anybody about it.
Oh, it'll
So they're
just
like-
happen, peacefully, quietly. Trillion-degree fireball gonna slam into the earth, destroy the universe. Well, just nobody needs to know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
The Terra Kelvin.
Such a cool name.
Such a cool name.
Mhm.
Terra Kelvin.
Error Kelvin.
So they come up with a plan. Actually, no, they don't. Not immediately. Ultraman just kind of flies up there and tries to fight him, but
An original sin plays.
Does not work. Original son.
That whole
He just gets-
sequence of him attempting to fight Zeton, so cool. I love how like he's spamming the Specium beam, nothing's working. He throws the giant ultra slashes, awesome.
Yeah.
And then
just
Zeton
go-
retaliates, and all the little bullets he fires at him, like they're delayed when they hit Ultraman, which is like realistic. They wouldn't like instantly hit him. The fact that they don't is such a cool detail. It's like pieces. You watch him slowly hit him and light him up.
And then he kind of like just
He
starts
spins.
spinning around. Yeah.
He does the spin thing.
And he falls, and he's falling back to Earth.
After a
And
normal
one of my
fireball hits him.
One of my favorite shots, where he turns, it's Ultraman falling, and then we go
Cloud
past the
and
cloud,
the guy.
and it's just the guy.
Yeah.
And then Zoffy starts flying around him.
He's like, dude, what are you doing?
He's like, "You stupid idiot, bro."
Why are you fighting Zeton? You're so dumb. You're so dumb.
And then he's like, "I can't help you, man." And then he just falls into the ocean. And then we cut to him, and he's on life support. He's dying, bro.
Bro is not in the great condition.
He is not. So there's basically like 10 minutes of no hope. Discord mod leaves, but then he comes back, and they have like a VR chat.
No, that's because Ultraman gave him like the information on Specium 133.
Oh yeah, especially in 133. Yeah,
He puts it in like a drive.
It's like all the data. He's like, oh my god, I've got it all figured out.
and then he goes on the
And
VR
I love how
chat.
that like signifies Ultraman's kind of rocky relationship with humanity kind of coming into fruition. Like they're finally working together.
And then Discord mod starts speaking English.
Yeah, that
Remember
was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
They laughed at that. The theater laughed at that. Not because he was speaking English, just the scene of him on the VR.
Yeah, because it was like a shot of his crotch. It was.
So, wait, their plan was for him to fly, he transform, fly up, and once once like right there, he has to press the, he has to activate again.
Split second. Not even less than a second.
As he hits the Terra Calvin fireball.
He
And
he has to transform twice, pretty much.
It opens up a different dimension, and he has to push Zeton into the different dimension.
And then Is Humanity to Die kicks in.
Yep. And he flies
Ultraman,
up,
before
and the timer's going.
No. He says his goodbyes to everyone. His final goodbyes.
Yeah.
He says, "I'll be back in a second," or something like that, or "Be right back."
No, he says that before he first flies up.
No, he doesn't.
Huh?
He doesn't. He
That's
says
weird.
that's the last thing he ever says is "Be right back." To them, at
Okay.
least.
Okay.
And he goes up. Is Humanity to Die is blaring. It's beautiful.
The timer on the bottom is going.
Yeah.
It's like,
We get the red background transformation.
yep, and he hits it, and everything goes white, and then the music kind of.
No, he does the second one. He has the second like plank brain background transformation,
Yeah.
and then he like slams into Zeton,
And then he slams into the Terra Kelvin.
and then the colors invert,
The colors invert.
and then the best part of Is Humanity to Die starts playing. That was just like eye candy, ear candy, beautiful. That was my favorite part of Is Humanity to Die before I even knew that like that part was emphasized in the movie. I was so excited to hear it like over a big sequence. It was so good. And just the struggle, it just freaks you out the way it's like Ultraman struggling to fly away with all his might for like a minute, trying not to get sucked in that black hole.
Yeah.
But in the end, it doesn't work. He gets sucked into the plank brain.
Yeah. And what happens? I mean, does he just? Yeah.
People
he
start
just wakes up.
crying, and then we see Zoffy with him.
Oh yeah, I remember. Okay, I remember.
That was a long talk they had.
Basically, go ahead, Darren.
It was just a really good scene. What can I say?
Yeah, he reiterates some of the stuff from the original show, like the "Have you become so fond of humans?"
Yeah.
And
the background was beautiful.
Yeah.
The plank brain dimension looked awesome.
Yeah. And Ultraman, he gives his life to save, what's his face?
Kaminaga.
Kaminaga. And
he comes back, and everyone's like, "Yo, what's good, dude?"
And then they're like, "Welcome back." And then the movie and it cuts to black, and then the credits roll.
And that caught me so off guard. I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a cool, unconventional ending to a movie. You love to see it. Banger song playing.
The M78 song has grown on me. I used to not really like it, but it's grown on me.
Yeah. It didn't really like seem too special to me at first. But as time went on, it definitely grew on me.
Well, that was Shin Ultraman.
I can't even rate it out of 10. It's like there's no way to rate it. Cause like yeah, I got a few problems here and there with it, but it's so good, so special, just like nothing we've
Yeah.
ever seen before. It's like it's
Mhm.
almost mean and unnecessary to like take points off. But like I don't know. I don't know if I should give it a 10 out
It's.
of 10. Because,
I
like,
think it
I
might.
say it's a 10 out of 10 now, and then Shin Ultraman 2 comes out. And it's either, like, it's, like, way better. Then what do I
Yeah.
say? It's like, I don't even want to rate it. I
Yeah.
just love it. That's all you need to know.
Me personally, I'll give it a rating. I give it like an 8 out of 10. It's just a good, awesome love letter to Ultraman, and I
Yeah.
can't love it enough.
It was
I
very
think it
much
might
made by the
be.
fans for the fans.
Yeah. I think it might be like out of everything Ultraman we got in 22. It's a hard fight between Ultraman Decker episode 21 and
Shin Ultraman. Yeah.
this one.
It is
I
a
think
hard.
this one
I
might
think
be the
Shin
top. This
Ultraman.
one's more original.
I. Mm,
Seeing Dinah return was cool.
yeah, Dinah coming back, that's always great. You know, got me
But this is
hyped.
just something on a whole. It's actually it's hard to
This
compare.
is just you can't even compare it. This is just like
You
a
gotta,
whole
yeah,
Ultraman movie I
my bad,
watched in theaters. That's just
my
peak.
bad. Yeah, you get a whole movie, like a 2-hour movie versus a 25-minute episode.
Yeah.
And
The only thing I'd say that challenges this is Shin Ultra Fight.
oh yeah, we love Shin Ultra Fight.
That is peak.
Let's put the link down below in the comments in case the people want to watch it.
I'll see what I can do. Yeah. Just absolutely amazing. So now we wanted to talk about what do we
Yeah.
think is going to happen
in the
next?
sequel. Because is it confirmed? I don't remember.
They said the original plan was to have Shin Ultraman, Shin Ultraman 2, and Shin Ultra 7 was the original plan.
Yeah. Number one, Shin Ultra 7. Seeing how this was based off of Ultraman and how like mostly lighthearted Ultraman is,
Shin Ultra 7 is going to be dark.
Yeah.
Actually,
it's
I
gonna
talked
go.
about this in the podcast I did with Sir Drixar, but I'll bring it up again here because I think it's a really interesting idea. So a lot of people were disappointed that Shin Bolton wasn't a thing. Like that, there was no Shin Bolton in Shin Ultraman.
I think they're gonna. Yeah, I think it's gonna happen in the sequel.
And the reason for this was because, the team were like, oh, he's more of a sympathetic alien, and we want to make Shin Ultraman very, not black and white, but very obvious between good and evil. Like the aliens, they're bad. They're bad guys all around. No
Real
redeeming
quick.
qualities to them. But
Real quick.
Bolton is like sympathetic. So
Real
I
quick.
think what?
To what you just said about like black and white, the scene of Mephiles and Ultraman on the swings. Ultraman's wearing white and Mephiles is wearing black.
Yeah, it's quite literally black and white.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Bolton's more of a sympathetic character. I think Shin Ultraman ends with Zeton. There's like no topping Zeton as your final boss when it comes to evil. Like this guy's gonna destroy the entire universe. Like there's kind of no topping that. So I think in Shin Ultraman making or Shin Ultraman 2 making the conflict of that movie more about morals and more about like what do we do with these Boltons? Like these Boltons, they're not evil. Like there's no big defining big bad guy. Everything's gonna end for the whole universe. It's more of like the fate of the Boltons is in question, and it's less of like one big blast is gonna take it out, but it's more like the situation they're put in. Like, do they kill them? Like that kind of thing. Like if they whether it's just Boltons or they're bringing a bunch of other stuff more sympathetic, like Shin Jamila, Shin Sabozu. Like, I think if Shin Ultraman 2 is more about like that kind of thing,
They could have.
it's such a perfect step up from like the situation Shin Ultraman is put in. Like they really set themselves up for like perfect sequel material.
Doesn't Shin Zeton? Doesn't he just destroy more than? Doesn't he destroy more than just the Earth?
Yeah, the universe or the galaxy or whatever.
Never mind. Well,
You were-
it could still work.
You weren't.
I was gonna
kinda
say
definitely-
maybe have like a scene of since they have to like run from their home. Maybe have a scene of Zeton destroying Bolton. Like
Oh, Planet Bolton. Yes, that's a good idea. Have a Zeton destroy
Yeah.
Planet Bolton. That would be cool. Yeah, and like maybe the destruction of that, like the shockwave pushes Sabozu out of the graveyard and to Earth.
oh my god, what if Zeton 2 is less powerful?
And that would be perfect. Like Shin Ultraman 2 could be a tribute to Return of Ultraman as well, with
Yeah.
having two Zeton,
And
the second Zeton.
yeah, it wouldn't be. Yeah, it wouldn't be. It wouldn't destroy the whole galaxy. It would just destroy the planet.
Right.
Yeah.
And maybe there's a whole conflict with maybe Boltons hate Ultraman because they think Ultraman did it, but in reality it was like alien bat.
It is. Technically, Zoffy sent.
No, I'm saying
Zeton.
like Zeton wasn't controlled by Zoffy, but they think it is. But in reality, it was sent by an alien bat.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Like that'd be perfect. That is the ideal Shin Ultraman 2 right there.
Mm-hmm.
What about and Shin Ultra 7 could play on that even more because Shin Ultra 7 like well,
Oh my God, the
Ultraman
alien
already had
design-
the sympathetic character.
The alien designs in Shin Ultra 7 would be so crazy.
Shin Alien Guts would be crazy. But
That would
Shin Ultra 7 could like then go back into the evil Shin Ultra 7 has just so many crazy morals that could be played within it. And again, they could like play off the sympathetic and mix it with evil in a way that's like these evil aliens are tricking everyone into thinking they're sympathetic. Or maybe that could just be like the finale to Shin Ultraman 2 or something. But yeah, Shin Ultra 7 just has so many morals that could be played with all the different alien characters. And I think there's just so much potential for these two movies that I'm
Yeah.
just looking so forward to them.
I think they could throw more like. They could just like toss in more monsters and just call them more bioweapons.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, Shin Capsule Monsters. That'll be awesome. Shin
Shin
Meekles.
Yeah.
Yes.
Better
That would be
use than
cool.
Decker. Right on time.
Oh, I kind of want to see what a Shin robot would look like. Just like a Shin King Joe.
Shin
Or
King
Shin Wyndham.
Joe.
Shin Joe.
Bruh.
Shin Joe.
I think what we're definitely, I feel like, is guaranteed is Shin King Joe, Shin Alien Guts, Shin Metron. I think those are definitely like guaranteed. I swear to God. Oh my God! Imagine they put Shin Dino Tank in there, even if it's just like a little
Yes.
nod at the beginning. Like
That would make sense as a bioweapon.
Nano tank.
yeah,
He would make sense as a bioweapon.
yeah. They bring that back and have it like the Ultra Q monsters, but have it a Shin Dino Tank sequence. Alien Shadow might be good to have. What else? Ella King, you feel like they're definitely gonna have to put Ella King in there.
Ella King.
Yeah, he's iconic.
Who else?
Yeah, the Metron fight. Imagine a sunset thing with that. Oh, there's that one race of Oh my God. My wire just hit something. But there was that whole race of aliens in Ultra 7. They weren't aliens. They were like actually the civilization before
Sea
humans.
people, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that episode is so good.
That would
The
be
captain just blows them all up.
that would be perfect for Shin Ultra 7. Man, Shin Ultra 7 is ooh, that's going to be a good one. And then it ends with Pandan, the greatest invasion in history. Oh man. Oh man, that's got me excited. I'm excited for that.
Shin Pandan. Oh,
Yeah.
they'd probably update Shin Ultraman's design in Shin Ultraman 2 to make it more like they just add more lines.
It'd be
Make it
cool.
look
Yeah,
like
they add more
cat.
lines, give him a bracelet. It'd be cool to see how they update the bracelet.
Because if they bring him back to life and he looks like that,
Yeah. Plank
That would be
bratified.
it would make sense. Because in the original in Return of Ultraman, he's supposed to be Ultraman.
No, he wasn't. In the show, he wasn't. That was the original concept. In Return of Ultraman, he is a second Ultraman. Because
What?
Ultraman is literally in the show.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, they base a lot off of concept.
Yeah. Because obviously, the
The
designs are very
designs.
similar. And it's kind of because Ultra 7 wasn't supposed to be an Ultraman originally. That's why he's so drastically different.
Yeah. Oh, there's some designs for him that I hope they go for. Most of the. Never mind.
Actually, to go back to something we mentioned before, I don't want to forget this. We mentioned Mephiles coming back.
I think they could probably do that.
It'd be cool if he ends up becoming good and teams up with them again, playing with the whole morals thing that I'd like to see in the second movie.
Yeah.
He's like,
There's
you know what? I'll
probably
fight
some
with you
line.
guys. Imagine Zoffy fights. Imagine the movie ends with Ultraman, Zoffy, and Mephiles fighting together
They're
against
unstoppable.
whatever villain it is.
Because Ultraman, Mephiles could beat Ultraman, and then he was scared off by Zoffy, so Zoffy's more powerful than him.
Oh, Zoffy must be crazy power. Well, Zoffy had Zeton, so.
I feel like even without Zeton, he's got to be pretty powerful.
He definitely.
And
Imagine they make the M87 beam or whatever it's called, that can if he at full power, it's like the power of a black hole. Imagine they literally make that literal.
that would be cool.
That would be
Oh,
so
yeah.
cool.
You were talking about it the other day. Oh, what's his name? Vacuumon?
Vacuumon, yeah.
Vacuumon, Prisma would be awesome.
Prisma would be so good. Prisma's so
And
cool.
Prisma. And the sounds it would make.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Well, I'm thinking that's about it. I think we covered everything that needs to be said.
I'm excited
Yeah.
for the future of Shin Ultraman.
This movie was awesome, and I can't wait to see what they do next.
Yep.
So, yeah. This has been the Trunker Podcast.
Our grand debut. Happy
Oh,
2023.
Oh, yeah, this is our first.
Happy
episode
holidays.
of
We never said it.
2023.
Happy holidays.
Yeah.
Happy New Year 2023.
Thank you for
Way to
listening.
start off with a bang. How long is this recording?
1.5 hours.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. Thank you,
So it'll be
everyone,
long.
for
So it'll
coming.
be long. This will be our longest podcast. They're all usually about 50 minutes, 55
Yep.
minutes. That's crazy. Back with a bang.
Back with a
Uh,
bang! Bada bang!
expect- So we established that we do it every week. I don't think we're feeling that.
No, we're not. We've clearly already failed. We'll just do it whenever we feel like.
We'll do it whenever we feel obligated to. Like this, we feel
Yeah.
obligated.
I mean, obviously, we'll still try and pump out about as much
Yeah.
as we're doing right now.
We'll still have,
It'd just be
yeah.
what we're doing right now. We're just not making you think we're failing our schedule now.
Yeah.
We're tricking you.
It's also we have our own channels. We got
Yeah.
some other stuff. IRL stuff. Cause
Cool. Yeah.
school. You know how it is.
Our wives, our kids,
Yeah. She's gonna beat my ass after this.
My first wife, my second wife.
What? What did he say?
What did he say?
What did he say?
What I'm saying is, I think that's it for the Chunker Podcast episode, whatever this is, Shin Ultraman review.
This is episode
Shin
5?
Ultraman.
I don't know. I just know
This
the
is
last.
episode 5.
I just know the last one was with Matt.
It was.
I'm
This
pretty
is
sure that
5, I
was
believe.
4.
All right. Well, we'll just advertise our stuff.
No, they already know who we are.
I'm so naughty Spud.
Iconic.
Watch Ultraman Ace, please.
Bruh.
Tyrannosaurus, or Tyran94, and GBTV.
Yeah.
In case we don't see you,
Happy
I failed the
Valentine's
vote.
Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Happy Leprechauns Day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Happy
We'll
birthday.
see that. We'll see them before then.
Merry
We'll
Christmas.
have an episode in
Happy
February.
Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Merry Christmas.
Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Halloween. Hey, my birthday. Hayden, your birthday. Tyron, your birthday.
I think I'm just gonna end
Everyone's
it right
birthday. Yeah, just cut it
I
off.
think we're done.
Just cut it off there. Just cut it
there.
off.
No, We gotta say our catchphrase. Trunkers
Birds
out.
out. Out. Chunkers out.
Out.
We are out here.
We are
We
out.
here.
We in the
We out
yard.
here.
We in
We
the
out here.
yard.
We out
Trunkers
here.
in the
Shin
yard.
Get out.
We in
Shin
the yard.
Ultraman.
Out.
Leave.
We're out.
Out. Get